If you're over 60 and finding that your balance just isn't what it used to be, you're not alone. Maybe you've been catching yourself grabbing onto furniture more often or hesitating before stepping off a curb. Perhaps walking across the room feels different or unsteady. While many people chalk this up to aging, it's not the full picture. What's really happening is that key systems in your body, your inner ear, your feet, and your coordination are starting to slow down. But here's the good news. You can wake them up, and it doesn't require hours of exercise, a gym membership, or costly equipment. In this video, I'll show you exactly why 3 simple balance exercises work so effectively, backed by science and explained in everyday language. As I explain each exercise, you'll see real demonstrations so you can follow along safely and with confidence. Let's get started. Balance isn't just about having strong legs. It's actually a conversation between your muscles, joints, inner ear, and brain. After 60, that conversation can start to break down. Why? Because 3 major systems are involved. Your inner ear, or vestibular system, which detects movement and rotation. Your proprioceptors, small sensors in your joints that tell your brain where your body is positioned. And your vision, which helps you orient yourself in space. The issue is that as we age, and especially if we sit too much or don't move as much, these systems weaken not from damage, but from lack of use. This leads to your brain reacting more slowly, a loss of awareness of your feet, and slumping posture. That's when stumbles and hesitations start to creep in. But here's the key. These systems can be retrained. Today, we're focusing on 3 specific exercises that target each of these systems directly. These exercises have been shown to reactivate coordination, posture control, and fast muscle responses in just a few minutes a day. Let's begin with the first exercise, heel walks. This is a powerful tool for retraining your brain's connection to your feet and preventing forward falls. As you watch this first demonstration, notice what's happening. The person is walking forward, keeping their heels on the ground and lifting their toes toward the ceiling. Their arms swing naturally at their sides, just like normal walking. This exercise is called heel walking, and while it might look simple, it's doing something crucial. It's reactivating the tibialis anterior, a muscle at the front of your lower leg that helps lift your toes when you walk. This one muscle plays a major role in preventing toe stubs, trips, and forward falls. For many people over 60, it's underused and undertrained. As you keep watching, notice the form. The person keeps their heels in contact with the floor at all times, and their toes stay lifted. This is the key part. Their arms swing naturally, which helps maintain balance and rhythm. Here's why this works so well. Every step you take involves a split second when your heel strikes the ground. Here's why this works so well. Every time you step, your heel strikes the ground first and your foot rolls forward. But if the muscles that lift your toes aren't strong, you're more likely to drag your foot or catch your toe, especially on uneven surfaces. Heel walks directly strengthen that lifting motion, but they also do more. Since you're walking in a slightly unusual way, your brain has to pay more attention. This means you're training your neuromuscular system. The connection between your brain, feet, and legs to become more responsive. This type of exercise creates what's known as a motor learning loop. You challenge your balance in a safe, controlled way, and your brain responds by improving your control in real-life situations. So even just 30 to 60 seconds of heel walks a day can lead to better foot clearance, fewer trips, and more confident walking. Now, let's move on to the second exercise, one that helps you regain your side-to-side stability, something that's critical for maintaining balance in everyday life. Watch this next movement. The person is standing tall, feet about hip-width apart, with their arms relaxed by their sides. They're not rushing, they're simply shifting their weight slowly from one side to the other. This is called a side-to-side weight shift, and it's one of the most effective yet overlooked ways to retrain your body's awareness of where you are in space. As you observe, you'll see that their posture stays upright, their breathing flows naturally, and as they shift weight to one leg, they don't lift the other foot. Instead, they transfer the pressure, allowing one side of the body to carry more weight before gently returning to center. Here's why this works so well. When you walk, turn, or adjust your position, your body makes constant micro-adjustments. These adjustments involve the ankles, knees, hips, core, and especially your lateral stabilizers, the muscles that keep you upright when you sway or lean. But the problem is, these muscles weaken, not because of aging, but because modern life doesn't challenge them. We walk in straight lines, we sit in chairs that limit movement, and we rarely train our bodies to handle sideways motion, one of the most common ways people fall, especially when they lose balance by stepping sideways or turning too quickly. As you can see in the video, this exercise helps restore that ability by retraining your balance line from the soles of your feet, through your ankles and hips, all the way to the top of your head. As they shift side to side, they're practicing something called grounded awareness. This means staying connected to the floor, not by gripping or tensing, but by allowing the weight to shift naturally while staying relaxed. This is also a breath-based exercise. Notice that they're not holding their breath. That's intentional. Deep, natural breathing during balance work helps keep your nervous system calm, focused, and responsive. Even just doing this for 60 seconds a day can help restore and improve your balance. This exercise helps your nervous system stay calm, focused, and responsive. Even just 60 seconds a day of this can train your proprioception, those internal body sensors that fade when not used, and build your confidence. Once your body remembers how to shift safely, your fear of falling starts to diminish. Now, let's move to the final movement, which will challenge both your inner ear and visual coordination with a slightly more advanced drill. Let's take a look. Watch closely as the person performs this final exercise. They're standing on one leg, with the other foot lightly placed against the wall. They're not leaning back or using their hands. Their posture is upright, and their arms are relaxed by their sides. Slowly and deliberately, they begin to turn their head from side to side, without twisting their shoulders. This exercise is called a vestibular challenge drill. It targets your inner ear system, which plays a crucial role in balance, and it's one of the most effective ways to retrain your reflexes after 60. Here's what's happening. Each time you turn your head, your inner ear sends signals to your brain about direction and speed. If those signals are delayed, or if your brain isn't processing them efficiently, you'll feel dizzy, wobbly, or disoriented. For many seniors, this system becomes less responsive because we don't turn our heads much anymore, especially while standing on one leg. But in daily life, these quick head movements happen all the time, whether you're looking over your shoulder, reacting to a sound, or shifting your gaze while walking. By combining head rotation with a single leg stance, you're retraining two systems at once. Your vestibular system, which controls motion and orientation, and your proprioceptive system, which keeps your body balanced over your foot. Let's go back to the demonstration. As you can see, the person keeps their head level, and the movement is slow and controlled. They're not whipping their head around. This is important because fast movements early on can cause dizziness. Gentle, consistent turning, however, allows the brain to recalibrate safely. Another key detail. Notice how the standing leg is slightly bent, not locked. This keeps the knee soft and reactive, ready to make tiny adjustments as the head turns. Also, take note of the foot on the wall. It's there for mental reference, not support. It helps your brain track your posture without leaning or relying on the wall for help. This drill also activates the deep stabilizing muscles in your hips and core. Every time the head moves, your body wants to shift, but holding steady through that movement builds incredible control. Try this for 20 to 30 seconds per side, once or twice a day. Start with your eyes open, and only progress to eyes closed once you feel 100% steady and safe. With this single exercise, you're not just improving your balance, you're rebuilding reactive coordination, which could make the difference between catching yourself and falling. Let's wrap things up and talk about how to make these habits stick easily and safely. You've just seen 3 simple but incredibly powerful exercises, each targeting a different aspect of balance. First, the heel walks, which strengthen the front of your lower legs and retrain your brain to lift your feet confidently. Then, the side-to-side shifts, which help you reconnect with your center and restore lateral stability. Finally, the head turns on one leg, which recalibrates your inner ear and improves reaction timing. Individually, each exercise is effective, but together, they create a comprehensive approach to balance, addressing strength, proprioception, and neuromotor control all at once. Now, here's the most important part. You don't need to be perfect. Consistency is key. Just a few minutes each day, done with focus, safety, and control, can lead to real changes in how your body moves, responds, and recovers. Your nervous system is adaptable, and even after 60, it's never too late to retrain it. So here's your next step. Choose one of these exercises and start today. If you're ready to go all in, do the full routine, just 5 to 6 minutes total. And if you're serious about rebuilding your balance, let me know in the comments by writing, "I'm restarting my balance." That one phrase lets me know you're in and ready to take control of your movement once again. Also, consider sharing this video with a friend or family member. You never know who might be silently struggling with their balance. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, because in the next video, I'll guide you through a full follow-along routine using these exact exercises, plus a special version for those dealing with knee or foot pain. Until then, stay strong, stay steady, and remember, you're not done, you're just getting started.